Imagine waking up tomorrow and feeling just a little more alive than you did today. Your joints ache a little less. Your steps feel a little lighter. You even catch yourself smiling for no particular reason. It's not a miracle. It's not a new medication. It's just food. The right kind of food. Because here's what most people don't know about aging. It's not just about time. It's about inflammation. It's about what we put into our bodies every single day. And the wrong foods, especially those packed with sugar and carbs, can quietly speed up that process. While the right foods, they can slow it down, even reverse it. Today, I want to show you 5 powerful, sugar-free, carb-free superfoods that science has shown to actually help the body fight aging from the inside out. These are real, whole foods, not powders or pills, that you can start adding to your meals right away. But don't scroll away just yet, because the 5th one, it's the most surprising. In fact, most people throw it out or overlook it completely. But it just might be the secret to feeling stronger, thinking clearer, and aging on your own terms. And if you're over 60, or if you love someone who is, you need to hear this. Because these 5 foods could mean the difference between growing old and growing better. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Every week, we bring you practical, natural solutions to help you live longer, move easier, and feel better. And if you click away now, you might miss the one food that could change everything. Now, let's begin. Let me tell you a quick story. A few years ago, a retired teacher named Helen, she was 74 at the time, told me something that stuck with me. She said, "I used to think getting tired by noon was just part of aging. Then I changed one thing in my diet, and suddenly I had energy again." What did she add? Avocados. Now, I know what you're thinking. Aren't avocados full of fat? Yes, and that's exactly the point. You see, avocados are rich in healthy monounsaturated fats. These are the fats your brain craves, your joints beg for, and your heart absolutely loves. But more importantly, they have 0 sugar and virtually no carbs. That means no blood sugar spikes, no insulin crashes. Just steady, clean fuel for your body and mind. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Avocados are packed with something called glutathione. It's a master antioxidant that helps protect your cells from aging, inflammation, and oxidative stress. Think of it as an invisible shield that your body builds every time you eat the right kind of food. Seniors who eat avocados regularly report better memory, smoother digestion, and even healthier skin. Why? Because this fruit, yes, it's technically a fruit, is loaded with fiber, potassium, magnesium, and brain-boosting B vitamins. Helen started eating half an avocado every morning with a little salt, lemon, and olive oil. Within 2 weeks, she said her hands stopped feeling stiff. Her thoughts felt clearer. She even started taking walks again, because she had the energy to do it. This isn't hype. This is what happens when you feed your body what it actually needs. So, let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt truly nourished? Not full, nourished. If you want to take the first step toward reversing aging, toward feeling like yourself again, start with an avocado. It's one of nature's cleanest fuels for older adults. And don't forget, the next 4 foods are just as powerful, and one of them you've probably never even considered eating. Stay with me. You'll want to hear them all. Let me paint a picture for you. Tom was a retired firefighter. Strong, proud, but lately slowing down. He told me he couldn't open jars like he used to. His knees felt unstable on stairs, and he started forgetting names mid-conversation. He felt like his body and mind were fading slowly. Then someone told him about sardines. Sardines? Really? They're small, they're cheap, and they smell a little, fishy. But don't let that fool you. Sardines are one of the most concentrated sources of anti-aging nutrients on the planet, packed with omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D, calcium, and protein. Sardines fight inflammation at the cellular level. And here's the kicker. They have 0 carbs and 0 added sugars. But that's not all. Omega-3s in sardines support brain function and memory. Vitamin D supports bone strength, which helps reduce the risk of falls and fractures. And because sardines are a whole fish, skin, bones, and all, they also deliver a bioavailable form of calcium and collagen that helps joints stay strong and flexible. Tom started eating sardines twice a week, on toast, in salads, or straight from the can. After a few months, he told me something simple but powerful. I feel steadier, not just in my legs, but in my thinking. That's what real food can do. You don't need a pharmacy to stay sharp. You don't need injections to feel young. Sometimes you just need the right fish. Now I know sardines aren't for everyone, but give them a try. Half a can can go a long way, and your body, your brain, will thank you for it. And remember, we've only covered 2 of the 5. The next food on the list is green, bitter, and misunderstood. But it's one of the most powerful tools for protecting your nerves and slowing down aging, especially if you suffer from fatigue or brain fog. Don't go anywhere. Eleanor was 79 when she first tried dandelion greens. Her doctor had warned her about rising blood sugar, mild cognitive decline, and sluggish digestion. She had already cut out soda, reduced bread, even started walking a little more. But something was missing. A friend from her church garden suggested something she hadn't heard since childhood: bitter greens. And not just dandelion greens, also arugula, mustard greens, and chicory. Here's the surprising truth. Bitter greens are some of the most powerful, sugar-free, carb-free foods you can eat. They don't just sit in your stomach, they go to work. Bitter greens stimulate the liver, cleanse the blood, and trigger digestive enzymes that help your body absorb more nutrients from every meal. For older adults, that means better vitamin absorption, fewer toxins floating in your bloodstream, and less strain on your kidneys and brain. But what makes them truly anti-aging is their effect on inflammation and circulation. These greens are rich in antioxidants, folate, and compounds like luteolin, which support healthy blood vessels and reduce oxidative stress in the brain. That's why they've been linked to lower risks of Alzheimer's, dementia, and age-related mental decline. Eleanor started adding a handful of chopped arugula or dandelion greens to her lunch each day. A few weeks later, her energy felt more stable. Her digestion improved. She even noticed fewer blank moments in conversations. She didn't change her life. She changed one plate. And let's be honest, bitter isn't always popular. We're used to sweet and salty. But your body, especially after 60, needs balance. And bitterness, That's a signal of deep nutrition, the kind your body has probably been craving for years. If you're serious about reversing the damage of time, of helping your brain stay sharp and your system stay clean, bitter greens aren't optional, they're essential. And what's next? A strange-looking root that's been used for centuries to fight aging, inflammation, and joint pain. Almost no sugar, almost no carbs, but huge results. Stick with me. Frank was never one to believe in natural remedies. A retired truck driver, he trusted hard work, not herbs. But after 2 knee surgeries and a daily struggle with stiff fingers, he was willing to try just about anything. That's when his daughter handed him a jar of golden powder and said, "Just give it a week." That powder, turmeric. What happened next surprised him, and even more, surprised his doctor. After a week of adding turmeric to his eggs and warm milk, Frank noticed something. The ache in his hands wasn't as sharp. His knees felt less swollen. He wasn't pain-free, but he wasn't frozen either. And that small change gave him his mornings back. You've probably heard of turmeric before. But here's what you need to know. Turmeric contains a compound called curcumin. It's a powerful natural anti-inflammatory, shown in dozens of studies to reduce joint pain, fight oxidative stress, and even improve memory. And it does this without sugar, without carbs, and without the side effects of over-the-counter pain pills. But it gets better. Turmeric doesn't just help the body feel younger. It helps the brain stay younger. Research from leading universities has shown that curcumin may reduce the buildup of amyloid plaques in the brain. The same plaques linked to Alzheimer's and age-related cognitive decline. In simple terms, turmeric may help protect your memory, reduce joint pain, and support smoother movement, all without a prescription. Frank now stirs half a teaspoon into his morning oatmeal with black pepper, which, by the way, boosts the absorption of curcumin by over 2,000%. Yes, really. So, if you've got a jar of turmeric sitting in the back of your spice cabinet, now is the time to dust it off. This root has helped generations in Asia stay strong into their 80s and 90s. And now, it might just help you too. But the final food on this list? It's the most overlooked. It doesn't come in a box, a bottle, or a fancy package. In fact, most people throw it away. But if you use it right, it can nourish your joints, smooth your skin, and even restore the bounce in your step. Stick around. You won't believe what it is. When Margaret turned 82, her granddaughter asked her what she wanted for her birthday. She didn't ask for perfume, books, or a new sweater. She said, "Just make me your homemade bone broth." Why? Because, for Margaret, bone broth wasn't just soup. It was medicine. And she was right. Bone broth is made by simmering bones, joints, and connective tissue from beef, chicken, or fish. It may sound simple. It may even sound old-fashioned. But it is one of the richest sources of collagen, gelatin, amino acids, and minerals that your aging body desperately needs. And here's the best part. Bone broth has 0 sugar, almost no carbs, and an incredible nutritional profile for seniors. Let me explain why this matters. Collagen is what keeps your joints flexible, your skin firm, and your gut strong. As we age, collagen production drops off dramatically. That's when the knees creak, the skin sags, and digestion slows. But bone broth gives your body the raw materials to rebuild. It's like patching the foundation of a house from the inside. Beyond that, bone broth is loaded with glycine and proline, amino acids that help calm the nervous system and promote better sleep. something many seniors struggle with, and the minerals like calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium. They help restore strength to your bones and reduce inflammation. Margaret sipped her bone broth every evening like a ritual. Within weeks, her digestion improved. Her nighttime leg cramps faded, and she even said the pain in her fingers felt less mean. This isn't just comfort food. It's restoration in a cup. And the best part? You can make it at home from kitchen scraps, leftover bones, a splash of vinegar, a handful of vegetables and water. Simmer for hours, strain, sip, simple, powerful, and forgotten by most. But not by you. Not now. You've made it this far, and you've just discovered 5 of the most powerful, sugar-free, carb-free foods that can help your body fight aging, rebuild itself, and restore energy, naturally. But don't click away just yet, because what you do next matters most. Let's take a breath together. You just learned 5 powerful, sugar-free, carb-free superfoods that can help you fight inflammation, strengthen your joints, support your memory, and reclaim the energy you thought was gone forever. Not from a drug, not from a doctor's office, but from real food. Simple, powerful, healing food. And maybe that's the message we all need to hear as we grow older. That aging isn't a sentence. It's a season. And seasons can be beautiful if we choose to nourish them. So here's what I want you to remember. Start small. Maybe tomorrow morning, you slice an avocado instead of pouring cereal. Maybe next week, you add bone broth to your grocery list. Maybe today, you make a decision that your future self will thank you for. Because if you're over 60, this isn't the end of your story. It's the turning point. And if this video gave you even one helpful thought, I'm asking you, don't let it stop here. Share it with someone you love. Leave a comment and tell me, which one of these 5 foods will you try first? What's your body been asking for? And most importantly, subscribe to this channel, because we're just getting started. Every day, I'll be here with natural, realistic tools to help you stay strong, stay steady, and stay in control of your own aging journey. But only if you show up too. So don't scroll away. Don't forget. Your body is still listening. Your future is still wide open. And you are not done yet. I'll see you in the next video.